everybody, it's Maddy reporting for Coaster Kids at Morey's Piers in Wildwood, New Jersey. Today I'm at an A.C.E event called Coastin by the Ocean, which is 2 days long and includes tons of ERT, tours, and discounts. It's ERT right now, so let's get going. Here I go. I just got off a Flitzer, a fairly typical seaside coaster, and honestly, this coaster is pretty good. I'd probably give it about 3 screams. Not really intense, but a very fun ride. I definitely recommend it. So I just got off of Wildwood, a wild mouse type coaster, and I'd probably give it about 2.75 screams. It's a bit of a unique design, and they use the brakes a lot on this coaster to slow it down. It was also my 100th coaster a year or 2 back, so a special place in my heart. Yeah, I'd say ride it. It's not bad. So I'm gonna go get on the Great Nor'easter, a remodeled SLC. And what I mean by that is that this coaster used to be a normal, run-of-the-mill, really rough SLC. And then Vekoma came in and did 2 rounds of, fixing the track, giving the entire thing new track, new paint, new cars. And it's supposedly a much better ride. Now, I rode this last year after the first round of remodeling, and it was surprisingly really smooth and really good and really nice. So I'm gonna go see if it's a lot better now after the second round and tell you what I think. I just got off of the Great Nor'easter, and I have some mixed feelings about this ride. It is definitely, though, the best SLC ever. It has no side-to-side headbanging, and it's a really intense and great ride. I didn't really notice a difference from the last time I rode it to this time I rode it when they did more renovations. It felt really the same, though it did have some jerkiness, and there was some front-to-back headbanging. I'd probably give it about 4 screams. Yeah, you should definitely come and check it out. It's definitely the best SLC ever. So I just got from Dungeon, a dark ride, and this ride has a couple different elements that make it quite unique. You start by going in and kind of curving around. There are actually a couple of jump scares and some pretty cool props throughout the way. I'd probably give it about 2 screams. It was like a little bit scary for some of the jump scares, but overall it was just a unique and fun ride. Definitely recommend. So I just got off of Atmosphere, the drop tower here at Morey's Piers, and I'd probably give that actually about 4 screams. I'm used to Zoom and Gyro at Six Flags Great Adventure and expected to keep on going up, so I wasn't really ready when the thing dropped suddenly and fell. So yeah, I definitely recommend. It's fun, short, pretty good.
So thanks for joining us for Coastin by the Ocean. I hope you guys enjoy. So we're gonna make a couple stops today. This is our first stop. This is the coaster shop. This is gonna be a little tough for me because you guys are an educated audience. Usually people don't have a whole lot of idea what's going on, but you guys might know more than me. So hopefully I can teach you something, or at least you get to see cool stuff.
The guide for our 90-minute behind-the-scenes tour was Morey, a third-generation family member. He spoke about all the man-hours and attention to detail that Morey's requires for maintaining the rides.
Every day, 2 carpenters walk the Great Way, all 3,300 feet of track, even when it's this hot. Up the hill, down the hill, 3,300 feet of track, it's about 110 feet at its highest point, and they're looking at these bolts. So these are track bolts that go into the Great Way. Now, would it be super efficient for them to, we got a broken bolt, we got to go all the way back to the shop, get some tools, get a bolt, and then go back to the top of the lift hill and put this bolt back in? Obviously not. So they're carrying 30 to 40 pounds of tools and parts on their backs in backpacks while they're doing the inspection. It takes them 3 to 5 hours to do every single day, depending on how many broken bolts they find. So you can see this is how these bolts go in, and then the train runs hopefully right between the bolts. So if they do pop out a little bit, they're still going to hold, but the Great White wheels are metal. So if the Great White runs over one of these, shears it right off. It's designed, this bolt's designed to break, because obviously we can't have it so hard that it would like damage, break a wheel, try to derail the train, things like that. So these are designed to break off. On an average day, they're replacing 3 to 5 bolts a day. On a bad day, they might do 20. You know, so that's when a day the inspection might take 5 hours. But they walk the whole thing because you guys are going to be riding it later. We have to make sure it's safe every day for everyone to ride.
After touring the coaster and welding shops, we visited the paint shop where we learned about the different paint processes that are used for everything throughout the piers. It's amazing how much time and effort they put into keeping everything looking new. Morris is not afraid to experiment and is always willing to try the latest paints and finishes in their constant battle against corrosion. Our tour ended with a stop at the parts department, which contains costumes, supplies, and spare parts for nearly everything at Morey's Piers. Each item is scanned into their database, and the system sends notifications when new replacement parts need to be ordered. After the tour was over, my respect for Morey's Piers really rose to the next level. The amount of effort and thought they put into every detail is truly impressive, especially for a place that has such a short operating season. Today is day 2 of an ACE event called Coastin by the Ocean. So earlier this morning I went to a water park here on one of the piers, and it was a lot of fun. The water park is very unique in a sense that it's very compact. So there are tons of water slides and attractions all tucked into this very small space. I'd probably rate the water park about 4 splashes. I didn't go on that many really intense slides, but it was tons of fun and I definitely recommend it. I'm about to go get on the newest coaster here at Morey's Piers called Wildwood, and yeah, let's go. I was got off of Wildwood and I'd probably rate it about 2 screams. It's a clone, and I've been on different models of the ride in different places, and they're all pretty similar. It was a little bit shaky going up and going through the station sometimes, and again, it wasn't really intense at all, but it was a fun ride and I recommend it. So this is the Sea Serpent. It's a Vekoma boomerang, as you can probably tell. And I've been on it before and didn't feel the need to ride it again. It's a boomerang. They're not great. I'd probably give it 2 screams. It is one of the better boomerangs I have been on, though, so if you need to get the credit, it won't be that bad. But that's it. Yeah, no. I just got off of Raleigh's coaster and Old Pinfari, and I'd probably give it about 3 screams. The restraints are pretty harsh and the brakes are also really rough, But in overall, it's a fun coaster, and it's actually smoother than some other models I've been on. Yeah, 3 screams. Ride it if you're here. It's fun.
Please roll your rods down. Once again, please.
So I just got off of Great White, a wooden tracked coaster with steel structure, and I'd probably give that 3.5 screams. It's really loud, but nowhere near as rough as it sounds. It did have its spots where it wasn't great, but overall it was a really fun ride, and I even got to re-ride it multiple times. So again, I definitely recommend it if you're down here. So that wraps up Coastin by the Ocean, 2 days of rides and slides. Here at Morey's Piers, I got to learn so much about the history and the maintenance, and had a great time overall. And remember, be brave and ride on. I'll catch you guys later.